So hey there everybody, I thought I would do this quick little video and because I've been asked many times about my consistent follow-up and what people mean by the fortune is in the follow-up, and I like to actually say that the fortune is in the immediate follow-up and consistent follow-up. So what does it really mean? What is follow-up? So oftentimes follow-up is when you are either providing a product or a service to the public, or whatever your demographic for the people that would be your prospects, and you are touching them for the first time, whether it's they maybe visited your website, or they made a phone call because they're looking for a plumber or an accountant, or they're looking to purchase skincare or the latest supplement. Most people don't really know exactly what it is that they want. Some do. And if you're one of those type of people who are, want to buy first to the market, you hear something really great and you just want to dive in, perfect. There's not a whole heck of a lot of follow-up that needs to be done with those people, but there is need for follow-up even after the sale. So really what it is checking in to see where they are in their buying decision process, or in their use of the product or service and their satisfaction. So there's two different kinds of follow-up. There's one when someone has not made the decision to buy yet, and so you're providing them with education about the product or service that you're looking to provide to them. And best if you're using third-party tools, obviously, because you don't want it to be about you. You want it to be about, unless of course you are the person that has expertise and it is your services that they're looking to purchase. But for the most part, someone who's in sales is not necessarily the person who's also providing the service. So it's validating first that they even need the service or the product, why it's different. And so you don't want to bombard them with a ton of information at once, because it becomes overload, and a confused mind does nothing. And so what you really want to be able to do is to provide them a little bit of information that they can then digest, and you set a time that you're going to check in with them. So I'll give you an example. If someone is, say, maybe they want to try Miriam's wellness products. I just pulled this out. So perhaps someone has said to me, "Oh God, I can never sleep, or I don't get that nice sustained energy. I'm always having to go for a cup of coffee, or God forbid, a Red Bull, and I don't like the jitters that it gives me." And I've told them that we've got this great product that gives you a nice, gentle, steady energy source, and then there's a sleep chew to help you to fall asleep and stay asleep, get a better quality of sleep, and the two work in combination to fix your circadian rhythm so that it lowers your cortisol levels, so it reduces your stress and anxiety. And they say, yes, I definitely want to try that. And I've given them the product. Well, there's a couple of things. When I give you the product, I'm going to ask you for contact information, because I want to give you the information, not just what's here, that you can, because not everybody is they don't get all their information from reading. Some people are visual, some people are auditory, and oftentimes we're all a little bit of all of those things. And so I will get their phone number, their email, and I will send them a video and maybe the ingredient list. But I'll also say, okay, so they're probably going to take the energy chew right then, and I'll tell them that the video's coming to talk to them about like what you would do with the nighttime one, and then so I want to check in with you tomorrow, make sure that everything went okay. And I might say, so if I call you at 2:00, is that going to be okay? And maybe it is, maybe it's not. They might say, oh gee, you know what, I work until 5. and I got to pick the kids up from daycare, go home and make dinner. Great. You know what? How about if I talk to you really quick at about 8 or 8:30, which one works better for you? And that way you can take the sleep shoe if you're ready to go to sleep, because it usually works within 15 to 30 minutes. And I'll get their agreement on when we're going to discuss how it went for the day, whether or not they had sustained energy or not. And you know what? Things happen. So if we made the agreement that we're going to talk at 8:30 tonight, and I call and I get voicemail, what oftentimes happens is we immediately say, like, bring it to us. It's, they lied, they don't want to talk to me, like all that crap goes on in your head. Knock it off. It's not about you, it's about them. Because who knows, maybe they were thoroughly exhausted and they fell asleep. I've done that. Or they picked the kids up and found out that one of the kids is running a high temperature, ended up having to go to the emergency room, or they're, trying to get the kids to bed. Things happen. It's, life is not simple and easy. It's messy. And so if that happens, then it's just, hey, it's DJ. I'm just following up with with the wellness chews. I'm hoping that everything's going great, that you really enjoyed that sustained energy. I'm going to send you off a link to the ingredients just in case you want to take that information with you. If you need to check it out with the doctor, you just want to do some research on some of our Circadaplex, which I would highly recommend that you do. Take a look at what ashwagandha does for you. Oh my God, it's got so many great benefits. And I would suggest that you look into a holistic medicine type of website. Don't just do a Google search, because there's a big difference between searching and researching. So go to a site that really is supported by science, so that you know that the information that you're getting is correct, instead of just someone who maybe had an allergy or it didn't mix well with their medications. If you're on medications, obviously check with your doctor. So I might do that and say, you know what, I'm going to just give you a text. You can just text me back whenever you have a chance. I'd love to just connect with you tomorrow, make sure that you got everything's going good, and that nothing major happened last night. So I will then put into my calendar to call back again. The thing is that most people, even if they've tried it, they might say, well, I don't really like the taste that much, but oh my God, it worked great. So you're going to want to, like 2 or 3 days apart, give them a little bit more information. And again, it's not about you, it's about them and helping them to make the right decision for their buying purposes. But let's just say that they don't get back to you. So you call again. And again, professionally and nicely, just say, hey, I'm just checking in. Wanted to make sure that you were able to use up the rest of those samples. Hope nothing's wrong. The kids are okay. Just reach out and let me know. Simple, concise. Maybe send them another testimonial, send them some additional information. If you have a scientific website that actually, has some of the information that you'd like for them to see, send them a link to that. You just don't overload it. Just do a little thing every few days. So that's being consistent, persistent, but professional. And most people take 7 to 12 touches before they make the decision. So, but the other thing that I sometimes find is that a lot of times people will say, oh, but I called back and they were like, yes, great, give me your website, I'm gonna order. And they kind of go like, whoa, back up. I'm supposed to be giving you information for 7 to 12 times. No, if someone wants to purchase, go ahead, let them purchase. Don't tell them no. But you're going to want to continue with your follow-up, because once they've made the purchase, you want to make sure that they still feel like, I made the right decision, I made the right purchase, this person's here. If I have any questions, I can reach out, they'll give me the information that I need. You want to keep that relationship going, because it's really about the relationship. You don't want just that one-time sale. Okay, so it might go something like, Great. Let me help you with that. I can either send you the link to my website. If you're in front of a computer, we can do it together right now, or you can give me the information. I'll send it, I'll do everything and it'll get sent directly to you. In addition, I'm going to send you a little bit more information. So while you're waiting for that order to come in, you'll have some additional information. And oh, by the way, did you know that we have some other health products that you might be interested in? Can I get you a sample of one? Because now if they say, oh, well, like what else do you have? Well, we have these great Prolistic, the pre and probiotics, and it's not the kind that most tablets that you purchase like at CVS or Walgreens or any of those, they end up giving you maybe, like billions, but of the kind that are easy to keep and maintain in your system, and you probably don't need those. There are multiple different kinds of probiotics, and so you want to know that you're getting the kinds that are harder to keep alive in your system or harder to obtain through food and exercise. And so that gives you an opportunity to schedule some time to go see them and bring them another sample and to give them additional information. So you want to be not just getting that one-time sale and be done. You want to make sure that they're happy with the product, that it arrived on time, that it arrived intact, and that everything is great and they're still loving it when it comes time for that reorder. And also to expose them to some of your other opportunities of products. So let's say we did, so basically every time you touch base with them, you want to know, are they ready or do they need more information? And again, you want to have it be more about the product or the service than about you. So you want to take you out of the equation. And then the other thing is always trying to use third-party tools, whether it's someone else's testimonial, whether it's if it's something that you can do before and after pictures, or you can give them like letters of recommendation if it's a service, scientific information, just pointing them into a direction that they can obtain some good quality information without really, again, not about you, making it real. And the last question that people often say to me is like, well, I'm done with that follow-up. Well, that person, I reached out to them 12 times and still nothing, so I'm done. No. When you stop your follow-up? When you read their obituary. That's when you stop. So I hope that this was helpful, and go out there and get them. Make sure you're following up.